So next is at a little higher above the pyramidal decussation, that is at the level of sensory decussation. Here again you can see the sensory nuclei, motor nuclei, ascending tract, descending tract and other structural components. Now the sensory nuclei, here you can see again we have the nucleus gracilis, then nucleus cuneatus. Now the fibers from this, it forms the internal arcade fibers, and these fibers will cross, and here you can see it forms medial lemniscus, Now there is another nucleus that is seen dorsal to the cuneate nucleus, that is called as accessory cuneate nucleus, and fibers from the accessory cuneate nucleus form the posterior external arcade fibers, and also it forms the cuneo-cerebellar tract. Now lateral to this we have the spinal nucleus and the tract of, this is blue is the spinal nucleus and above is the tract of trigeminal nerve. Now another nucleus and the sensory nucleus which you have is the nucleus of tractus solitarius. Now it contains the fibers from facial, glossopharyngeal and vagus, that is mainly concerned with the taste. So it mainly contains the gustatory nuclei, and also it contains the fibers of glossopharyngeal and vagus. Okay. Now we have this motor nuclei. Here we have the dorsal motor nucleus of vagus, and we have the hypoglossal nerve nucleus. So in the gray matter from medial to lateral we have the hypoglossal nucleus, dorsal motor nucleus of vagus, nucleus of tractus solitarius. Now the tracts, ascending tracts, we have the dorsal and ventral spino-cerebellar tract. Then we have the internal arcade fibers forming the medial lemniscus. Now what is the function of this medial lemniscus? It mainly carry this touch and deep touch, mainly the deep touch, and also the tactile localization, tactile discrimination and stereognosis. Now what is stereognosis? The ability to know the shape of an object. That is, how will you test the stereognosis? You give a coin or anything to the patient and ask him to identify close his eyes and ask him to close the eyes and identify, and that is how you test the stereognosis. Then we have this, okay, that is medial lemniscus. Then what you have is the lateral spinothalamic tract, that is again concerned with pain and temperature. Now the descending tract, you get the pyramid or the corticospinal tract. Now we have other structural component. One is the inferior olivary nucleus. You get a part of the inferior olivary nucleus. Here you can see a crumpled back appearance for the inferior olivary nucleus. Then another set of fibers you can see is the medial longitudinal fasciculus. Already I have told in the previous section, it is a group of fibers that is connecting 3, 4, 6, 8 and 11th cranial nerves. So that is oculomotor, trochlear, abducent and vestibulocochlear, and we have the spinal accessory. So this medial longitudinal fasciculus actually main function is when you hear a sound, you turn your head and look onto the side from where you are getting the stimuli. So that is mainly by the coordination of all these nerves, the turning of the neck by accessory nerve, and the eye movements, that is mainly by the 3, 4, 6 nerves, and hearing the auditory stimuli, that is by the 8th nerve. So that is the function of medial longitudinal fasciculus. Then we have seen the reticular formation, that also I have discussed in the previous slide.